It's Week 17 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see this team's sure-handed tight end. He's making noise for some end-of-year awards and could hit 1,400 yards this week. This should be a good one to watch on
EA
Thursday
Sports
night
coverage of the
primetime.
National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauntner. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've been playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for visiting Anchorage, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And running with power here. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues to streak in this game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. In trouble, and he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken at the 37. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll drop to throw. Well, they tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak in this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Saunders. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them.
He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Back to throw here. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a give up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. As these guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field. And here comes the Texans now. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, they'll run it here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Looking middle, and that's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still... And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 15. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that tough. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as that promises to be a tight one. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, These guys are in for a battle, taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the right side and intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, He needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
When they get locked in the back, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Lawrence will throw.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Saunders. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Point after right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Get out of here with a W, offense.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Steps away. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time a 6-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And oh, it's blocked. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They find some open field here. Fighting his way through contact.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down and inside the 20-yard line. Here's Lawrence.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Touchdown, Texans! A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.